Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Thank you for clicking on the video and welcome to Fortune Sammys. If fortune cookies could be sandwiches, hosted by none other than me, Samantha, or Sammy, Sam, whatever you want to call me. Basically I'm posting a series of videos that just make you laugh while learning a very practical approach to life. And it's going to be a series of debates / conversations, learning about the individual in and out of relationships. Also, I'm going to be posting about animals and people and their reactions. So basically, I want to get started today about like your inner self, your inner kid. I feel like a lot of people forget about that. Like they're just like, they grow up to an adult and they're just like, oh, who cares about my little inner kid? Who cares about when I was a child? Forget those memories. And a lot of them even forget about those memories. And I just feel like people in this world, they need to get back to that. They need to grasp that concept of your inner self, your inner kid. Your inner kid helps you so much in life. Like it's also can be your intuition. It helps you guides you through life in order to get to where you need to go, where you're meant to be in this life. And if you even think about it, when you're a kid, this may not apply to everyone, but when you're a kid, you weren't so worrisome about like, what's my life gonna amount to? Am I gonna pay this bill? Am I gonna make enough money? Like you're just being a kid. You have that, joy of innocence, and you're just like, I'm doing this, and that. And I feel that you're like at your strongest. You're at your, like, I'm not putting up with nothing because this is my happiness. This is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to be happy. And that's it. And I think that we should like get back to that. I think we should get back to boundaries, get back to not letting people trying to take our happiness away. Because sadly, there are people in this world that just want to strip your happiness. They just want to take away what makes you shine. And it saddens me, but I mean, you do need, a balance. You need good people, or I'm not gonna say good. You need people with a lot of energy, a lot of bright energy, and people that need the bright energy, or people that have a lot of negative energy, so they need that positivity to make them go, to give them fuel. And I think in order for us to get to this happiness, to get to this inner child and inner self, we need to really let go of our control issues. And I feel like a lot of people that have control issues, I mean, it could come out in many different ways. Like, for instance, which is a common way for control issues to come out, is like, you can't do this, and blah, blah, blah. Don't do that. If you do that, I'm never talking to you again. No. That's a very common way to see or to show that you're controlling. Now, a way that I think a lot of people don't realize is controlling is when they hold back information. When they have an issue with something, and instead of telling them, they just hold it in and keep it in, because they're just so afraid that if they react a certain way, if they open their mouth and speak, then the person is going to either like leave them, which can tie into abandonment issues, or they're just not going to like what they see. It's just going to create problems, so they try to avoid confrontation. And I get it. Trust me, I get it. Why would you want to have confrontation in your relationship, regardless if it's platonic, intimate, romantic? Why would you want that? But, I mean, the end goal is happiness. The end goal is for some to just be happy with themselves and their family and friends, or for some to be happy with other people in a romantic way. How can you be happy with someone if you can't even speak your mind to them, if you can't even communicate your actual problems? And it's just something that's so difficult for some people. They just can't, they just like, brush it under the rug. I'll be fine later, or I'll deal with it myself. It'll be fine. I'm good. Or I'll just fix it on my own. I'm good. But no, because that stuff projects, it comes out and you see it. And these people are like, you see it in the relationship. You see that figure of one person is just like, I'm so done with this. Like, I don't understand. Ugh. And the other one's like, no, you need to speak to me. You need to tell me what to do. Like, you need to tell me how you feel. You need to communicate. I can't. And he's just like, ugh, he or she, doesn't matter. And that's not healthy, because you're never gonna be happy if you can't be yourself, if you can't shine, if you can't just open your mouth and be like, I want to be crazy today, okay? I just want to be blah, blah, blah. If you can't do that, then how are you gonna be happy? And, you know, someone came up to me asking me that, and I told them that, and they finally did it, and they started seeing the person for who they were, and they realized and they understood why this relationship didn't work. Because once they started, you know, communicating, allowing the person to react, they started to really see them now. They started to really see their emotional side and see if they're emotionally immature or mature. They can really tell if the person was right for them, if they were a good match. And I think that's what some people are not doing. They just like, they're in a relationship or in any relationship, and they're just like, well, that's a good person, I'm a good person, so we must work well together. Or I'm attracted, you're attracted, we must work well together. No, that's not the case. If you can't be yourself with that person, it's what I keep stressing, you're not gonna be happy. You're gonna have a very, very forceful relationship. And I mean, if you just look at anything in life, nothing forced is great. Like, you know, when you try to, I don't know, like force something to fit in an object and it doesn't work and then it just breaks and you're just like, ah, the world, I hate the world. Like, no, it's because it wasn't meant to be. That wasn't supposed to go in there. It didn't fit. So just like stop forcing or going against the grain. Go with the flow of life and accept it. Accept what is coming to you. Accept what comes to you and take it out as it is. And that's just something that I wanted to, you know, express and say. So thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate, you know, you giving me the time to speak to you. And also, if you like what you see and you want to see more and all this stuff coming to you, please like, share, subscribe. And if you have any questions that you want to ask me for me to answer, or so we can relate together, comment below. Thank you so much for tuning in, and bye-bye.